And checking back into the little love quadrangle that we've got going on right now, Henrietta is pretty keen on Robert. Even though Robert was keen on Doris, because now Bernard is keen on Doris. It's very complicated around Founder's Fortune. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Founder's Fortune, and our colony seems to be broadly stable at the moment. Broadly stable. It's spring, the tomatoes are coming in, the apples are coming in. Robert's having a bit of a bad day because he's naturally pessimistic, and apparently he had a bad conversation. It's probably the chicken dance joke. That often doesn't go over well. We'll see if we can fix that up a little bit. Robert, what exactly are your wishes? You want to be a great friend with Doris, and you want to be level 3 as a scholar. That's going to take a while, man. That's going to take a while. You're 234 out of 350. You will eventually be a level 3 scholar. Just not today. Not today. All right. I'd like to do some construction around here. I'd specifically like to do something that a couple of people brought up in the first season of Founder's Fortune that unfortunately we didn't have time to execute. So I want to lay out one large room over here-ish. And the reason I'm putting it over here is that this is the direction that probably any sort of attack is going to come from, because we're right on the edge of the coast here. There's nobody that's going to come from over here. So pretty much anyone is going to come from this general area. Now there's some folks over here. There's some folks over to the other side of us to the left, but broadly right here is where people are going to come and try and punch us in the face. So I want to get this going over here. I'm making it out of stone because I just got a lot of stone. I've got a heck of a lot of stone kicking around. I want a door here and a door here. I want this to be accessible from both areas. And this, when I'm done with it, is going to be the war room. This is where we're going to put all of our armor stands and our weapon stands and everything that we need to go punch people in the face. That's all going to live right in here. I might even think about moving the workbench over here. That's not a bad idea. I mean, it's a perfectly good spot for it. We could tuck that over there, too. So what was brought up in the comments of the first season of Founder's Fortune is one of the many problems that we had. Apart from a very poor diplomatic approach to the Tiki Goblins, we did just keep punching them in the face a lot, is everyone had to go everywhere to get all their stuff, and possibly putting it all in one central location. So when the alarm bell sounds, everyone can just go to the war room, get all their stuff, and then march off to war, rather than one person having to go to this house and someone has to go over to this house, and etc., etc., etc. So we're going to kind of put this together today, the war room. Now we are praying for peace. We are taking a diplomatic approach to the Tiki Goblins, but we must prepare for the worst, because there are some of them that don't like us. How about some floors in here? This doesn't actually have to be a particularly nice floor for the war room, and to date, and this has been confirmed in the comments, at this point of development, the settlers don't care what materials things are made out of. They don't think one is nicer than the other. They just want them to be physically present. So you can just have the straw floor. And then when you're done with all of that, kids, we're going to start moving all your stuff over here and making sure that everybody has the things that they need. So I got Henrietta and Bernard over here getting started on this. I'm also going to set up a bill for some cooked food. So baked tomatoes, 2 tomatoes, 1 wood. Let's get that going. Why don't you, at all times, have, say, 5 of those? All right, even number, 6. That's fine. Have 6 of those at any given point. I think we're going to be able to have the food to do that, especially as it's just gone spring. Well, just gone spring. It's already halfway through spring. We'll have plenty of food coming in, and then in the fall, we may switch over to baked potatoes instead of tomatoes. I think, just while I happen to be looking at it, and it does, just knowing Founder's Fortune, we might be about due for another colonist showing up. I'm going to set up just a few more plots. Just a few. For something for Doris to do if she's got nothing better to be doing. It's not going to hurt us to have a little bit more food. Oh, good job, Robert. You figured out writing. That gives us the large bookshelf and the bookshelf for children that we don't have yet, but is eminently possible. What research do we want? I mean, all of it. All of it is the answer to that question. Ooh, basic medicine. I need scrolls for that, though. I don't have scrolls. We can build the scroll cabinet. We can hold scrolls. I just don't have any. So for right now, let's just stick to masonry, architecture, something that only needs crystals. Decoration would be fantastic, but I feel masonry or architecture would be smarter right now. Where would we get to with better food? Brewery gives us pumpkins and wheat. Okay, that would not be the worst idea either. That'll give us some supplemental food in the fall. Oh, masonry. Just go with your gut there. Masonry. I mean, I need it all. I need all the things. Yeah, this is taking a while. There's a lot to build here. But this will hold a lot of good stuff. And it'll also free up some space in some of the other houses. So let's get, let's start moving people's things over here. So everybody get this stuff over here. I'm just going to line them all up for you. Oh, excellent. At some point in time, Henrietta leveled up on miner. Perfect timing for that, Henrietta, because we're just going to start to need some iron ore around the place. Where might we find some of that, Henrietta? How about right by the war room? Not enough experience as a miner. Are you sure about that, Henrietta? Because I just leveled you up. Oh, you're only level 1. Okay. No, it is. I just misread that. It's way too early in the morning as I'm recording this. Okay, well, keep at it, Henrietta. We want that iron ore sooner or later, please, because some of the things we're starting to build need that. So I've got all this outlined, and the kids are over here just smacking away at things. I've moved what we have to move, and then I've had them outline some construction for some other things. So that one's done. Now, who doesn't have one of these? This is Henrietta's, okay, and this is, I think, Robert's, yep. So, Bernard, you don't have a weapon rack. Come here. Wow, last day of spring already. Dang, that was quick. I wouldn't mind if Founder's Fortune increased the length of the seasons, just for more time to enjoy the game before it's the dead of winter and we have no food and we all starve to death, as traditionally happens around here. If you guys wanted to finish moving all of the stuff, boy, I have created a rather large building here. Well, that's fine. I'm going to have more production-y thingies at some point anyway, so I may as well get some going over there. How are we for cotton? 53? Okay. Can somebody, anyone at all, Robert, could you just please move the tailoring bench? Because I'd like to start working on some stuff over there. And Doris is so busy in the garden, she hasn't even had time to get the new tomato thingamajiggies done. So we'll get that in there. I'll have somebody else come along and build that. Did you get the thing moved? Yeah, you're doing it right now. Excellent. You know what, Robert? While you're here, just so we can get all of this done, at least the production benches, remove that, please. I want to move that over there. Now, what can I make in here? Right, I can make some basic armor. Protection of 10 sells for a good price, actually. And that's 40 cotton. I'm not going to be able to make these very fast, but I can make them. I may as well get it started now while it's cotton season, and we'll get some of that in play, and we'll have some armor for folks. There we go. Henrietta's got that finished for Doris. Doris is very busy. That's true. She's very, very busy. Come here. Robert, what are you up to? What are you going to go do? You are eating some food, and then you're going to analyze some crystals. That's all good stuff. I think we might have you gather some cotton, although we're not going to have anywhere to put it because we're almost tapped out on our stock until somebody actually builds one of the armor things. So priorities here, Robert. Why don't you go tailor those clothes. Let's see how good you are as a tailor. And where we've got all this stone coming in, and that's pretty much my goal for Henrietta. I want her smashing rocks until she knows how iron works. May as well start building up some defenses. I'm specifically thinking we go with stone walls instead of the actual fortifications, because I think they'll do the same thing. I mean, they're walls. That's kind of how walls work. But I think, how am I going to lay out these defenses? I'm going to take, without actually creating a house, that's the thing. Because what I'm feeling is if I, seal this place up with walls, the game is going to consider it one big house and start throwing, roofs on top of it and making it all very, very silly. Maybe I should do it with fortifications. That's only one wood. How soon? Masonry will get castle fortifications. That'll be stone. And those are very strong. That's a strength of 50. Yeah. How, Robert, I may need to peel you back and your fabulous mustache onto research. We may want to hustle up masonry. Yeah, get on with that. I'm just going to hold off and hope we don't get punched in the face. Preparing for war, but hoping for peace. Hoping for peace. Did you finish the thing, Robert? I don't think you did. Did you? Come here, come here, come here. No, Robert's still working on that. That's fine. That's fine, Robert. I may need to put you back into research because I want that stone wall, stone fortification soon. But it's nap time in Founder's Fortune. Garden, looking good. Looking good on the garden. Plenty of food coming in. Still going to get the potatoes in the fall. Maybe I'll lay out a few more potatoes. That's not the worst idea. Have a think about that. And where I've freed up some room, moving some things around, may as well put the bookshelf down. We've got it. We may as well put it down. Possibly we might be able to spin somebody over to learn some new abilities or upgrade some abilities. Henrietta, I'm looking in your direction because I really need some iron ore soon. Let me speed time along a little bit here. It's only the 4 colonists. There's only so much time we can take away from things that actually need to get done to put them onto learning things that they don't actually need right now, but they're going to need later kind of thing. It's all very fussy. I wouldn't mind a 5th colonist. I wouldn't mind another warm body to come along. Robert, are you going back to the armor? Yeah, you totally are. I'd like a 5th colonist just to be a craftsman. That would be very handy right now. Okay, Henrietta, as much as I really want you to be a better miner, we've got stone. We're good on stone right now. Just go ahead and start moving all of these things over. I think Robert is almost done with the first set of armor. I don't have any particular ideas as to who that's going to be for. It's going to be whoever's got some armor stands already here, basically. And then might look at some swords. Yeah, there we go. We've got a thing. Okay, come out of that. Now, whose armor stand is this? Henrietta, perfect candidate. You can have this armor. That now belongs to you. So, step 1 of the war room is complete. There's 1 piece of armor. We're not really prepared for war. We're praying for peace, but we're not really very prepared. And while we've got nothing pressing right at the moment, Henrietta's got a real simple wish to get a chair in her house. I can absolutely do that for you. You can have the simple wooden chair that can live right over here, especially as we've freed up some room taking all that stuff out of here. So you can have that. At some point you'll make that. You're just finishing off doing all of these things over here. I'm sorry, Doris, you jumped in on that. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. All right, so that at least is here. Now we just need to make all the things for it. In fact, Doris, while you've got nothing pressing, why don't you go, come here, Doris, why don't you go gather that cotton? We're going to need some more cotton to make more armor. Robert, you're working on masonry, which is very, very good. Henrietta, I think we're really good on stone right now. I think we're super awesome good on stone. Why don't you, first of all, make the chair that you're so keen on? And checking back into the little love quadrangle that we've got going on right now, Henrietta is pretty keen on Robert. Even though Robert was keen on Doris, because now Bernard is keen on Doris. It's very complicated around Founder's Fortune. Henrietta, why don't you see if Robert wants to hug? I'd like to see if Robert would like to hug you. The risky joke is indeed risky. It's a bit of a 50-50 as to whether people like it. And the butt patting, because it's all about butts in this game, yeah, they were pretty chill about that. They were pretty chill. What do we need to do to get you to friend? I mean, it seems like it's maxed out there. I don't know what else to do to you. Should we hug you more? Henrietta, do you have any new options? Yeah, risky joke and impress. Probably don't fight him, unless it's a very weird relationship. But how about we just... I don't know. You know what? You guys will figure it out here. Will figure it out. I really just want Robert working on masonry. Henrietta, you seem to have nothing to do except mining crystals at the moment because we're tapped out on stone. Doris is working on that. Henrietta, just while I happen to be looking at them, why don't you go gather those healing plants? That seems like a thing to do. And then let's line up. We've got the cotton for it. Let's line up some more armor. I know we should also be getting the production-y clothes, like the farmer's clothes and the forester's clothes, which will shave some time off all the tasks, but again, I'd just like to be ready. I have no intention of going and punching any Tiki Goblins, but they do have a history with us. They do have a history of getting worse and worse and worse, and I was completely unprepared the first time we did this, so I would like to be prepared. I'd like there, to be armor and weapons ready for the gang if that comes to it. What are you up to, Doris? You're gardening. Great. Good. How are we on food? Not bad. Not bad. We've got a long season ahead of us. We've got summer and then fall to come, so we'll be fine for food, I think. Oh, and they did actually finish my bookshelf. So, Henrietta, what could you theoretically be learning? I could just get you learning about mining. We don't actually need you to be mining right at this exact second. We're pretty good on all the things. Are you going to take a nap? Okay, take a nap. And then when you get up, I think I'm going to have you craft that armor for me, please. Although what I am going to do is take some of that cotton and get better beds for people, because they'll dig that. They'll be into that. These guys have got better beds. Henrietta and Robert version 2.0 and his fabulous mustache have got nice beds, but not these guys. Now that's going to eat up some cotton badly. Any other cotton in the area? We could be grabbing healing plants over there. That's good, but not what I need. No. Is there a point where we can sow cotton? Or do we just have to find it in the wild? Because the wild is near the Tiki Goblins. Yeah, some way up here. We have been up there before, though. We have been there. I could have somebody just go up, grab some cotton, grab the apples, and then come home. That would seem fair. And now that I'm looking at this from space, yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with where I think the walls are going to go and where people are likely to attack us from. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that, so we'll keep going on that plan. Oh, Henrietta's up. Okay, Henrietta, I would like you to go and get these apples and go and get that cotton, and then come back and tell me about it. Hopefully still alive. Well, we've only got... Which is the tribe that wants to kill us? It's these guys, the last real people of the island. And where are they? Where have I just put Henrietta? Kind of in the line of fire. Sort of. Maybe she'll be hidden by the trees. We hope so. We hope she'll be hidden by the trees. I think these guys like us. I think we went and traded with them. They were pretty chill with us. It's going to be hard to convince these guys because they're naturally xenophobic. They're just going to pretty much always hate us. So let's see. You are longtime nemesis. Not really. Not really. We've actually never done anything to you except pay your shakedown money. And you're xenophobic. Okay. Friendly relations if over 25. That would be a while. And we can't just go and talk to them because they'll kill us on sight. So that's a little bit fussy. Robert, how's the old masonry coming? Pretty well. You're about halfway done with that. Henrietta, have I sent you to your doom? Where are you, Henrietta? Where did you go? Oh, Henrietta, stop doing that. Oh, and then you've forgotten to get the cotton. Okay. Well, while you're up there, get the apples as well. Thank you. Hey, Henrietta, are you still alive? Oh, you are. Good. Good. Well done, Henrietta. Well done at being all stealthy, sneaky. Get the apples on the way out and then just book it back home, please. Oh, wait, there's some more cotton over there. Yeah, well, how's our cotton stocks? I should build another cotton stockpile. Get me upstairs, please. Yeah, I can totally throw one up here. How about we put one, I don't know, say over here-ish? Which one is cotton again? Actually, let's just tuck it right in here. That's a perfectly good spot for that. And then, Doris, I don't actually think you're up to very much right now. What are you doing? You're sowing tomatoes. Take a break from that. Go construct that. When you're done with that, I'm going to have you go gather that other little patch of cotton I just found. These guys should be chill with us. These guys should be basically okay with us. Well, everyone is except the guys up to the what is that, the northwest? Yeah. So, Doris, when you're done with that, you're going to go over and get this cotton, please. I'm going to need a bunch. You know what? I should put down another staircase up here, because they do often get a little fidgety when there's only one and they kind of have pathing issues. Okay, get me to... Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a staircase maybe right here, and then I can just finally seal off the rest of that balcony with a handrail. Safety on the balcony, guys. Well, after gathering the cotton and the apples, Henrietta has chosen this spot to start mining crystals. Not so much, really. Why don't you go home? Just please go home. And you know what, Henrietta? I am going to spin you into something else. We don't need the stone. Yes, I desperately want to get you up to iron ore, but right now, at this exact second in time, we don't really need that. I'm going to make you a craftsman for a while. Just for a while. Just for a little bit. Because we've got a bill in here for some armor. We've had a bill in here for some swords that nobody's ever gotten around to. So let's just have you making things for a while. Got the staircase in over there. They'll get to that eventually. It's not a major priority around here. I noticed Doris was cooking some food, and now we're getting some of the old beds moved. The new beds are in. Apples are coming in. Okay, all of this is pretty good. Any new cotton? No. Okay. Well, a trader showed up. We'll go have a chat. I don't really think we have a lot to be trading with him. But, Henrietta, you're kind of our chatty person. Go see if there's anything. Maybe we can trade off some stone. I've got tons of it. I mean, actual tons of stone. Let's see what we can do with this. Yeah, we could sell some stone. You do have illness medicine. I wouldn't mind that. And I've got to remember to make some of those watering cans, because those sell really well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sell him some stone. I'm just going to take the 15 coins, and that'll do very nicely. Thank you very much. So 18 coins right now out of 50. Could have sold him a little bit more, but don't want to sell off all of my stone. It's nap time now. When people get up, I need Henrietta to be in a slightly better mood. That would be nice. What's your problem? A little bit of pain. Okay. Well, try and sleep that off if you can. You want a large bookshelf in your house. Okay, I actually don't need the rewards points for you, Henrietta. You've got good traits. Robert, however, I really do need the rewards points for, and you've got some fussy things. I mean, I could just get rid of this. I could deny your wish, and that will cycle in a new one. It's going to make you sad about things, and you're already pessimistic, and apparently you just had a bad dream. The scholar thing I'm going to keep, if only because it will happen eventually, and that's a ton of points, 100 points to fulfill that. I'm going to try getting rid of this. Oh, he's going to hate that. He's going to hate that. Wish denied, minus 15. Robert is really, really sad. You want a chest in your room. Okay, great. That part I can do. There you go, Robert. Doris is building you a nice chest. There, yay. Now you want to get paid. All right, that did tick you over into your next reward point, because I really want to take pessimist off your list. I need 3 for that, though, right? Yeah, that's 3 points. Okay, you want to get paid how much? 5 coins. All right, we'll probably do that, Robert. We'll probably do that just for one day, though. Oh, I should check how old Robert is, because we age now. Robert will get old in 44 days. I've only just now noticed that. What about everyone else? They all around the 45, 40... Ooh, Doris is a little older than everyone else. 40 days before you're old. Ooh, Henrietta's the youngster of the group, though. It's going to be 56 days before she ages up. All right. That's less time than I thought I had. Isn't that really the way, though, of life? Well, in that case, we better get some relationships cooking along here. What for offspring and whatnot. Bernard, you're pretty into Doris. Why don't you... You know what? Let's see how the hug goes. Let's hug Doris and see how she's into that. See if she digs that from you. Bernard goes in for the hug. There's some butt patting. We've got masonry, which is excellent. Yeah, they're into that. Hold the phone there, Bernard. You're going to do some other stuff. I wish there was a few more options. Maybe there will be when you get up to higher level with the relationship. Don't do the risky joke. How about just talking to her? How about just something simple? Just have a chat with her. Okay, we've got masonry. Great. Let's get some more... I was going to say let's get some more research underway. Let's start to build some stuff first, and then we'll work on that. How's the talking going, guys? Yeah, you're basically okay with this stuff. Trader is leaving. That's fine. That's fine. Now, this is going to cost me a fortune in stone, but... what price piece? That's what I say. Somebody's burned out. Who is that? It's probably Henrietta. She has been working very hard lately. So, oh, I'm out of stone. I'm out of stone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can put Henrietta back onto stone duty at some point. Henrietta, are you the one that's sad? No, you're well rested. Okay. Oh, Henrietta broke her arm. Oh, dear. That is not very good. Really, is it? Oh, it's Robert who's really sad. Yeah, he's had a bad conversation, a bad dream. Oh, how long till this wish denied thing is out of here? Because that's a big hit. Oh, and Henrietta's not impressed by Robert. But he has a fabulous mustache. That's really impressive. Okay, it's gotten a little bit fussy in the colony here. Oh, dear. All right, well, we will select some research at least because we need everything. Stone weapons would be nice. That would be very, very nice. But let's just keep going down. Architecture. Yeah, probably architecture. Or brewery. Do brewery because then I can get pumpkins. And it's never going to hurt to have more food. So here's my idea with the war room. Let's pan out to space here. Is that eventually I'll get the colony locked in on walls all the way down to the coast. So there's no approach from either side. Now, the Tiki Goblins will smash walls, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So my goal is to get this sort of encapsulated along the coastline so that nobody can come from either side to come and punch us in the face. And then the war room itself will act as our choke point. So we go to war, the colonists rush in and get their armor and weapons on, and then they're right there. And then the Tiki Goblins are going to have to file in one by one. I might even make a little bit of a corridor going out here to force them to choke up in here. Now, this doesn't seem to be that RimWorld-esque in that they'll always go for the open door over everything else, but it might help if we can get them to all choke up and we're standing right here with our weapons and armor already on. That's got to be a pretty good thing. So that's my goal. That's what I'm planning with this. Please feel free to tell me in the comments exactly how wrong I am about that. But this is the theory that I'm going with the war room and the defenses. We are, again, oh, somebody's a buddy of somebody. Oh, I think that actually went down, though. That's angry and red. That's never good in a game. Yeah, I think they actually decreased their relationship. All right, well, we'll keep poking along at that. That's probably an excellent place to call it on Founder's Fortune for today. Again, praying for peace, but preparing for war. That's our goal here with Founder's Fortune. Do please let me know in the comments what else you think might be a good priority right now, and we'll pick up some more of this next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up. No end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense? Oh, they're back. Hi. Hold on. You want 8 coins and 29 stone. Yeah, knock yourself out, Chief.
I am going to do this.
I'm always of the opinion that tutorials and rules are for other people. No real reason to get involved with that. What makes you so special you can just cruise right through the door?
I don't know.
Yeah, Pench, take the hint. They don't want to hear from you. The shrine is not interested in the sorceress.
Do you know what? Let's go to the tavern. Let's wing it. Let's go to the tavern and see what happens.
Don't mention my name in the tavern because there are people looking for me there.
I keep picking up gold. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes,
acquiring it.
It seems to just be, littering your trail as you walk along. There's just gold everywhere for you to pick up. Meanwhile, mine gets stolen and taken to the desert.